What up, guys? This is Casey Israel again, and this is take two. I had a little bit incident. I was showing placement of where I'm going to put this item, but let me tell the whole thing again. So this I hadn't got around too many places. I'm sure this is probably the same person who saw this earlier. I had a little incident. I'm sure you know this, but so I'm gonna say again, I hadn't gone to the last week and a half. I hadn't went to the vintage dogs as often because one, I was a little low on funds because work related. So plus I was doing a few things around the house on with the channel and everything and doing streams. So and I did pick up show you a couple pickups I did this past weekend with other things that I did not I mean there's no reason to re-show them. But this one uh already went around, did the vintage stocks, had nothing. Then I came back and started doing a few flea markets around the area, and didn't see much around. What sucks after a week and a half, not a lot of places, not have a lot of things, and this I went to the last flea market. I went to several of them, and then I was kind of wanting to pick up a couple cheap games. And I was like, eh. And then stopped at the last flea market. And if you guys know, had been picking up some of these arcade marquee signs. And the first one to show you is Punch Out. This is the arcade version. You got Bear Hugger, who's the champion of Canada. And then Mac. He's named Little Mac. He doesn't even have a name. But Nintendo has, and it kind of looks like was it Super Punch Out from Super Nintendo? But Nintendo, when they did the arcades, they have a surplus of TVs, so they would a lot of times utilize them. So they'll do something like this where gameplay is down here and have stats on up here. So what I'm planning to put this one. I'm still here. But I'm gonna put this one right there. This is where I messed up. I'm gonna put it right there. I think it'll look badass. That's where I messed up. And I found out the best way. I had to super glue that thing on that, and that's on the side of one of the game shelves. And then another one is Donkey Kong from Nintendo. It's the second one from Nintendo today, actually. I mean, the arcade version, the one that really made Nintendo popular in America. And actually, look, Mario. And when he's not even Mario at this time, he was Jumpman. I think Peach was named Peach. She was Pauline and Donkey Kong. And then this is the arcade Double Dragon. I love Double Dragon. I really loved it on the NES. My late wife, she loved Double Dragon 2. I like Double Dragon 2 as well, but I still like Double Dragon on the NES better. And I had Double Dragon 3 later on in life. And it's extremely hard. I think you get one life and you're done. And you could get annihilated by the first person. But, and honestly, I thought for the longest time that Double Dragon was an NES property or exclusive. But then I found out there's an arcade. And then not only that, then I found out, well, I knew it was on the Super Nintendo, but then later on it was on the Sega Genesis. And I'll talk about, and then it was on the Jaguar, other systems. Can't really think. I know it was on the, did I say Master System? I know Sega Genesis. But I remember two things that was interesting about Double Dragon I came across was back in the day. Well, not really back in the day, but when I was living in Pennsylvania, we went to this flea market. I think it's Sailorsburg. And it was a giant, big outdoor flea market. And there was one guy selling video games. And he had like a U-Haul truck, and you open up. No, he walked in, a bunch of Atari games, and I saw Double Dragon. So, and that's when I realized Double Dragon was for another system. I was like, nah, it's like when I saw Star Fox on Atari, and you know for sure that's not the Star Fox from Nintendo. So that's why I dismissed it, but I still want to pick it up. But the guy wanted $18 to me. I'm like, pay $18 for a Atari game, 2600, and then find out it was worth more than that, then or right around there. And I kicked myself in the ass for years for not picking that up. Then later on, years later, I went to this one flea market in Quakertown, or was it Quakerton? Quakertown. I'm starting to lose all these town names in Pennsylvania, but there was a giant big flea market, and at the very end there was this guy. Well, no, it's not even that one, but it's still at the flea market, but on the other side, the flea market, there was a smaller one. And that's where inside the small little barn had the Double Dragon for Atari 7800. And I was like, so I picked it up, but it didn't have the 7800 time. And that made me want to get the 7800 so I'd be able to play it. But I had to really, here's the sad thing, I hadn't still got a chance to sit down and play it. I really do. I need to try 2600. But I think I picked the 2600 version of Double Dragon here in Oklahoma at my local game store, and I think I got a decent price. And when I saw it, it's like, I had to pick it up this time. I am not gonna let this one slip through my fingers again. So, dude, that's one of the things that's awesome about going to flea market, bro. You find stuff like this. You come across through stuff like I said about those Atari games or stuff. Yeah, you can buy stuff on eBay, but to me, it's worth the thrill of the hunt. That's what I like to do. But it's fun. I get a chance to sit and play with them. Obviously, I used to play or test them all before I put them away, but now it's to the point it's so hard that, especially I'm busy or with work or busy doing this or busy on Drew's show or whatever, or and barely have time to just sit down and relax, much less play a bunch of video games. But oh, I forgot to tell you where I was going to put these. I'm going to put these two. I believe I just have enough to put it in this section right there at the bottom. Yeah, right at the bottom below where Breakout is. And then you can see all these other marquees. I'm trying to show them. I love collecting those. But yeah, so and I love telling stories about my gaming past. So thanks for watching, guys. Sorry for the first mishap, but thanks for coming by. Bye.